So this week in the flavor section, I'm talking about making homemade soups, because really it's so much healthier, less fat, less sodium. And what I'm using here is a lot of different dried beans. This is an Italian bean soup. So I've got some white beans, lentils, split peas, and a little bit of barley. And a lot of times people are afraid of using dried beans because they think it's going to take forever to cook. But what I like to do is I will just put them in a big bowl the night before, let them soak with some water, and they'll really double in volume. So here's my beans that have been soaking all night, and that cuts down at least an hour on your cooking time. So in here I've got some onions and some parsnips and some tomato that I've sauteed. I'm using parsnips, which is like a white carrot. And it's a really nice sweet kind of turnip flavor, a little bit like butternut squash. And then I'm going to get in my broth. I'm using a unsalted vegetable broth so that at the end when I start seasoning I can put in as much or as little salt as I want to and not have to worry about the sodium content in the broth. And go ahead and put in some water because this is going to simmer for about 45 minutes and you'll lose a little bit of your liquid. So I've got my beans in here. I've rinsed off all the water where they've been soaking all night. And then put in a little bit of rosemary, bay leaves, and sage that you're going to fish out at the end. So just let this go for about 45 minutes, and then at the end you're just going to put in some broken spaghetti, and that'll cook up pretty quickly. So I've got some here that I've already done. And you can see all the beans are cooked through. Another thing about soaking your beans overnight, it kind of helps with some other problems that beans typically cause. So this will be nice and very hearty and warm for this time of year. And then just give it a taste and see how much salt you want to put in. So you can find this recipe in Wednesday's flavor section of the Tyler paper or on CBS19.tv.